Have you been trying to get out on the dating scene, but every man that shows interest in you is just nowhere near your type?
Instead of these clean, stably emotional, mature men, are you after a guy with a skateboard, that cool underground indie vibe, and a passion for manipulating women?
Well, we're glad that you found us. In this tutorial, we're going to take you through a 10-step guide that will help you secure the artistic man of your dreams. Step 1.
Let's start by managing the hair. Say goodbye to your 5-head and grab your scissors. You're getting bangs.
Remember, these types of men love to push the boundaries with their look and stand out from the crowd. These bangs will give you the perfect amount of edge that will help you catch their eye. Wow, you look awesome.
See how softly they frame the face and add a creative vibe to your look. Step 2. Now we are heading to the wardrobe. Say goodbye to outfits that aren't skin tight in at least one way.
Swap out those tracksuits for a pair of super trendy capris or a miniskirt that barely covers your ass. It's also goodbye to your hoodies and a hello to cardigans, corsets and tank tops. A bit of cleavage goes a long way, but not too much, because then you're just asking for it.
We can't forget the shoes, so make sure to slip on a pair of ballet flats or kitten heels and ignore any blisters that may arise.
Now your clothes are just as unique and edgy as his. Remember, comfort is never key when dating. Step 3.
It's piercing time. These guys wouldn't be caught dead with a girl that didn't have a ton of piercings. Special bonus points if there's metal in your nose.
You can go for the classic nostril, or if you really want to stand out, a septum ring.
While the septum ring's allusions to bisexuality may scare a few off, it will ensure that you are only approached by totally open guys that aren't scared by queerness.
Remember, beauty is pain.
Step 4. Head over to your desk because it's time for makeup. It's crucial to make sure that you don't appear to be wearing any makeup at all. It's time to cover up any blemishes, spots, and of course those dark eye bags.
But make sure to blend thoroughly to ensure no signs of imperfection can show through.
It goes for all men when we say they prefer natural makeup and can't stand all that heavy makeup.
Top tip, if you use neutral colours, there's a 99% chance that no man will be able to detect your makeup. Now that you've completed your new look and erased any sense of physical individuality, it's time to reconsider your personality, interests and morals, and how these can be moulded to accommodate the man of your dreams. Which brings us nicely around to Step 5.
Politics. To avoid any form of conflict, make sure to ask him about politics, and as he talks, ensure that you nod along gently and agree with everything he says.
Be sure never to challenge any of his ideas or show any signs of opposition.
Extra tip is to ask him why we can't just print more money. Letting him mansplain inflation to you will ensure he feels he has the intellectual advantage and his alpha position isn't threatened in any way. Great! Now that you've erased any political beliefs from your head, we can work on refining your talking points, hobbies and interests.
He knows best and you know nothing.
Step 6.
Music. Make sure not to listen to any songs that are popular in the mainstream.
Instead, start listening to his underground indie rock bands like Radiohead, The Smiths and Nirvana. As long as you stick to the niche bands that we just mentioned, you'll be fine. Maybe he'll even claim he'll take you to a concert. Don't expect him to follow through with this offer though, as of course you may not be able to connect with the music like he can. Step 7.
Movies and TV. Artistic men are often into underground movies in the same way that they're into underground music.
To show them that you like these groundbreaking experimental films too, try talking about Margot Robbie's role in The Wolf of Wall Street or ask him his opinions on Breaking Bad. No chick flicks are to be mentioned.
Stop.
Be prepared to answer alarming questions like, "You haven't watched The Godfather?" And be ready and willing to sit through classic films while he spoils the plot lines in your ear to ensure you know that he's watched it many times before. These are both great talking points that will help you bond over how cool drugs are and hot women that look nothing like you.
Step 8.
You're ready? Now comes the tricky part, securing a date with one of these artistic, free-thinking men. They are sometimes hard to find. However, places that they usually congregate are Stokes Croft, Gloucester Road, or this really underground edgy pub called Berkeley. Pretty much any pub that serves Guinness or any cafe where the cheapest coffee is £4. Step 9.
There is a high chance that your date might bring up his first ever use of psychedelics and how it changed his perspective on life. He'll probably start explaining the emotions he felt during this drug experience.
What he describes will almost certainly be the most basic form of empathy. Make sure he knows that what he is saying is groundbreaking.
Maybe even suggest that he should start a podcast to help other people reach the same level of enlightenment he has. Step 10. The final tip we have for you is to completely ignore how close he is with his girl best friend. After all, she's like a sister to him.
Make sure that you follow all the steps we've gone over, and you two will be in a kind of casual situationship where he uses you for sex and you're way too emotionally invested in no time.
If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to share it to your girlfriends.
We have videos to help you mould yourself into the ideal woman for all different types of men.
Whether it's Mormons or gym bros, we've covered it all.
Therapy sold separately.